ultimate mountain trail bike shootout for you right now. What we have right here are 5 different trail bikes that we're riding up in the mountains from 7 to 10,000 feet. We're gonna go with winner, which is what we have right here is a 2025 Yamaha 450FX. It's a man's bike, a lot of bike. We've done some tuning to help the thing out. The biggest thing we did that really seemed to help was going up to a 14-tooth front sprocket. First, second, they were all so close. With that first gear, I can actually carry first gear. So this is a really good trail bike. Spencer's mainly riding this bike. He's a bigger guy. We've got the suspension redone. You've seen segments of this video. We've added the fan, the Recluse Apex clutch. We got our FMF on here. Spencer's been playing with some mapping, and we've got some guards on there. We got our giant loop, big old saddlebags on there for today because we're carrying a bunch of extra parts and tools. What we have here is a classic, a unicorn, one of the rare carbureted KTM bikes. This is a 2019 300 XC. We love these bikes. This is my old bike. My buddy Jim's had it for quite a while now, and it's awesome. This is for the two-stroke guy out there. This does have some mods, as do all the bikes we're playing with. We like to kind of keep everything on an even playing field. TMR's cut the head. We got the FMF pipe, reed cage from Moto Tasneri, FMF, all kinds of good protection pieces, our IMS big tank. And this bike, what do we have? Over 200 hours in this thing? It's awesome. So this is gonna be kind of thrown in with a bunch of 4-strokes. We'll see how the 2-stroke compares. Yes, we have a street legal dual sport in the mix as well. So it's one of my older bikes. We notice a theme here. So the guys that go riding with me seem to get my hand-me-downs. This is Matt's bike. Really cool. It's like a 1718 366, I think is what we did on the big bore. And this Race Tech did the engine on this thing. So it's got the Vortex mapped, got some Takamoto bits, a lot of protection on here. Thing runs, oh, we also switched the cams out to the SX cams back when we did this thing. So this thing rips. This thing's still really good. Doesn't have a linkage. Got the PDS, Race Tech did suspension on this bike. So this one's gonna be interesting. I haven't rode this bike in a long time, so it'll be fun to kind of get some time on this and see how it compares to the others as well. .350 XCF. This is one of our favorite bikes all around. We have 3 of these on the trip, so that might tell you something. So it's gonna be this is kind of what I measure things against. So it'll be fun to compare these to the rest. This has got the ECU from Jamie at Twisted, Vortex mapped. We have our Recluse torque drive in there, FMF, IMS big tank. We got a lot of our good bits on here. Race Tech did the suspension with the WP kit. So of course that's a big improvement over the air forks. Our 24 version, we keep the stock 24 forks, which are really good. I kind of would like to update to the 25 model, but I'm saving up my pennies because I like the stock gearing on the 25. That's the main reason. They did do a chassis change. I don't think any of us are gonna feel that. We're not riding Supercross whoops and complaining about the frame like Sexton or somebody might. So it'll be cool to see how this thing compares to the rest. This is one of the bikes that people get the most excited and are asking us the most questions about, especially kind of East Coast area, is the 25 YZ250FX. This bike has now finally got all the durability updates that the older YZs did. So the cam chains last longer, valve train. So this bike's been really good so far. I raced this bike, or not raced it, I rode sweep at the race in Blythe, California at the NGPC race this winter. Had fun. This bike's a blast. Rado's been riding this. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us for our shootout, our mountain shootout. We've played with some maps with the thing, just using the GYTR tuner. That's been really good. We're out of stock on the fan, so we haven't been able to get a fan on this one. We had to choose the 450 or the 250. We put the fan on the 450, which we could get one for. I was able to buy one. Race Tech did the suspension on this thing. Got the FMF slip-on, Recluse torque drive. We got a good gummy trials tire in the rear. So this thing's really set up well. I've already spent some time on it. I don't want to give it away, but so we'll get to the rest of this riding. Spencer's gonna be riding these things. I'm gonna be riding. We'll have some good footage for you and talk about what we think of each of these bikes and what could be good for you depending upon where you live. All right, that's it. Into the shootout on our big trail trip. Kind of went what we thought, but one bike did a lot better than I thought too. So we're gonna go with winner, which is down there. 350 XCF, I think just works best for so many people from a wide range of skill set. And the 24-25 version, you don't have to buy forks, which is really nice. They come with good forks stock. So that's what's nice if you have 24-25. If you get a 25, it comes with the better transmission. So that's why I would say buy a 25 if you're gonna get a 350 XCF. It doesn't need much. You can flash your stock ECU with like Jamie at Twisted, or get a Vortex, and that thing is done. Then the next winner we have is the 450 FX, and I like it a lot better than I thought I would. I did like the Honda 450 last year we rode, and this thing's as good or better. And I think it's better for, especially for guys that are B riders and above. It's just on these tight trails, you think it'd be too much, but it's just fine. And with the gearing that we changed to, if you see our video, we changed to a 1350 stock. So that's 3.5 teeth difference. And so that really helps. That first and second gear is just usable now and awesome. And you have more top end speed. And then third place, Spencer, was the old Two Smoke. And it would be higher, but the problem is, especially for guys that are lazy, it's just that blip power over stuff. Who would this best be for? It's not really, everybody says, oh, the 2-stroke's lighter and more nimble. It's really not any lighter than the 4-strokes. We can all agree on that. Who's it best for? What do you think, Spence?
Either beginner riders or hard enduro riders.
Right, so there's this extreme on 2-strokes. And then hard enduro guys are changing gearing drastically. And it's just used that, but there's basically very few people riding a 4-stroke hard enduro, and I wouldn't recommend it. But the 2-strokes are good for that, but they go to like a 12 or 11 front sprocket on these things, geared so low so they can take off in third gear like a trials bike and clear stuff. But the old reliable 2-stroke was next. And then we go to 250 FX. And 250 FX, here's what I'll say. I think this thing would finish better and higher for most guys that aren't riding anything difficult. So if you're riding just smooth, easy trails, you don't have rocks and roots and tough climbs and soft stuff and hill climbs, then this is the bike. If you're just riding easy trails, there's plenty of guys who do. Or if you're riding a class that makes you want to have to be on a 250, then I would go 250 FX. It's a great bike. Also, if you're spending time on the motocross track, this could be a great bike for you to go do both of those things, a Grand Prix, those types of things. I still think the bike's amazing. And then lastly was our older 350 EXC. Race Tech helped us with this thing. It's just an older, the forks aren't as good as any of the other bikes. That's a big thing. Suspension, it just a little beats us up a lot more. Motor's still plenty good. Not as good as our current 350, but still plenty good. Gearing's good, but just suspension was lacking. It's a PDS bike, not like our other bikes with linkage we kind of prefer. So that's kind of what we thought of all of our main trail bikes on this trip. What do you think, Spence?
They're all really good. I'd be able to do anything I could on any of them interchangeably.
Well, you could also do it on the KDX or RMX as well.
That is true.
Right.
So it's not a bike problem.
It's not a bike problem. All right, so that answers that. So that reminds you that even when we do this stuff, it's kind of fun, but any of these bikes or any of the bikes you have, like our, we call them the $3,000 KDX or the RMX, can get you, if you can get out there and on 2 wheels and enjoy it, that's good. So hope you guys enjoy that. Remember to check out our other stuff in that Moto Show pod version or video version. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
One mountain. Keep it high, right to the top. Don't look down. Dust in the air and wheels off the ground. 5 machines, 1 crown to claim. Through the pine and flame, we ride the name. Keep it high. Orange fire, right in the middle. Perfect balance, power and riddle. Cross country tuned, it owns the race. Shreds the berm with golden grace. Not too big, not too small. When it's go time, this bike does it all. Keep it up. Rap and blast, the old school sting. That 2-stroke lightning does its thing. Float the front, dance on rock. In the tight stuff, it's pure shock. Bremix magic, throttle alive. It's the rebel spirit in overdrive. Keep it up. Street tag plates, but don't be fooled. This bike's built to break the rules. Trail to town from dusk to dawn. Legal stealth with full bore brawn. It's got blinkers, yeah, that's true, but when you